Hey, good morning, everyone. On my way to work. Merry Christmas to all y'all out there. Know what Christmas is about when it comes to our Father, Jesus Christ. So I wanted to continue my series of spiritual warfare and how the enemy works. So the enemy works, and like I said, I'm always going to use these examples of what's going on with me and my wife. See, you got to know who your wife is. You got to know, you got to just pay attention and just know your wife or your husband. But with my wife, the enemy uses her through anger. Not drugs, not alcohol, not lust. It's always anger. So anytime he could get her to a point of deceiving her mind and get her to a point where she could get angry, he could come in and try to wreck shop in my life, in our life, to hurt us. If it's financially, if it's emotionally, if it's physical. So the other day, I'm talking finances with my wife. Every time I talk finances with my wife and I'm telling her what's what and how much money we need to spend and how much money we have in the account, and we both got two separate accounts, but she got her account, I got my account, but I got access to it. She got access to mine. There's no secret accounts, because once you get into the secret, you're living in this you're doing what the enemy wants you to do. Remember, the enemy lives in secrets. So I don't keep no secrets from my wife. Everything that's anything when it comes to the finances, I let her know. From stuff I spend to how much money we got or anything. Only time I don't tell her when it comes to the finances, if I'm buying gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm buying her a gift for her birthday or anniversary. Other than that, I don't hold no secrets. You're living in the when you start having secrets, you're living in that devil's realm. That's what he wants you to do. He wants you to live in secrets and not live in truth. But so we get to talking, and like I said, with the enemy, he's gonna always try to use the same arguments against. Even though I tell my wife everything that's going on, and this is how you got to stand in truth. She asked me a question. It's always the littlest argument. She asked me the question because I'm telling her about paying the phone bill. So she's like, well, when was the phone bill due? Well, it was due probably around the 10th, but we ain't paid it. I can't remember if we paid it or not, because I'm calling her to tell her, well, maybe we're going to have to pay the phone bill, our phone bill, and the cable bill. But I'm not sure. I believe maybe I paid both, or maybe I didn't. So, I'm telling her this, and she's like, well, you need to know when we got to pay the phone bill. And I'm like, well, you know what, Coretta? You right. I just told you, we done had this talk before. You got access to check on your own on when we pay the phone bill. The bills is in the house. The bills are in the house. But the enemy wanted to try to get her upset by using these same arguments. So, did she get upset? Yes, she did. She used some sarcasm, like, oh, you're right again. You're right again. Like, I'm not doing this. I don't do things to be right. I do things because I'm living in truth. So the truth is, we done had this talk before, the same type of argument, baby. And, we done had this talk before, this same type of argument. And if you want to know anything that goes on with our finances, you got both bank accounts. I said, do you have the app to the arrow to our credit union? No, I deleted it. Well, why you delete it? I got both. I got mine's and I got yours. So I can always check on things if I need to check on things. So that was one thing that made me scratch my head. I'm like, okay. And on top of that, she's on some sarcasm type of stuff. So, okay, that lets me know that the enemy's using her again because of her sarcasm. It was no reason to be sarcastic. Now, all day she's been gone. You know, she doing her hobby, delivering cakes that she make to people. I'm already, you know, I'm at home with the kids. So I call her. So I have my son, he's coming by for Christmas, you know, but I didn't really get him anything for Christmas. He lived with his mom. We didn't think he was going to be here for Christmas Day. I would have got him a gift, but it would have, you know, came after Christmas or whatever. So I call her. I'm telling her, yeah, me and son, we going to the mall so I can get him something so he can have something to open up on Christmas Day. So she's like, she gets to talking about a budget. Like, what's his budget? Well, I know how much I need to get, you know, buy for my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't ask when you bought her son, and we don't do our son. I told y'all in the previous, we don't do my kid, your kid. Like, I think I'm reasonable to know how much I need to spend with our situation to make sure he has a gift. I'm not going to go ahead and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm about to get him the PlayStation 5 or the new Xbox and spend $500-$600. Nah, I pay child support. His mom gets that money. She gives it to him, you know. But he's still my son, and he needs to have something to open on Christmas Day. So, you know, she gets to bringing up a budget. Like I said, when her son came and we didn't know that he was going to be here for Christmas, I never once said, oh, what's his budget that you're going to get for Christmas? Because we don't do that. We ain't never did that. You know what I'm saying? So that was check number 2. The enemy's going. He's trying to get us to argue. But I'm standing in truth, and I'm, you know, I'm not trying to get her upset that he just comes out and really be disrespectful. So by the time we get back from the house, I mean from the malls and everything, and you know, she left around 7, and then she gets back around 2 from doing all her delivery. You know, when I get back from the mall, she's home. Now, when I get back from the mall, it's like 5 o'clock or 4 or something like that. I think it was like 4. So when I got back, she was already home for about like an hour and a half. And when I got back, I went to go get her son to eat. Got the family something to eat. But I had to go to 3 different places. I had to go to Target, get my baby some diapers. It's Christmas time, so you already know the line's gonna be long. Then I wanted to get me some Jersey Mike's, and I went to go get everybody else some Wendy's. So during this time, I'm asking my wife, what do you want for to eat? She said, I just ate, I'll get something a little bit later. I'm like, okay, cool, right? So she and I'm gonna finish this real quick. So she goes, so it's like 8:30. She runs out to go get her some Del Taco, right? And she seems like she's out a little bit longer than normal. But I call her because I'm like, I wonder where she's, where she's at and what is she's going to eat. So when I call her, I'm like, where you at? She's like, I'm at the gas station pumping the gas. I'm like, oh, okay. Now, I probably should have pumped the gas, put gas in the car, but I didn't notice that we was on E, right? So that's one thing that probably made her upset again, because she don't like pumping gas. But and she's right, I had the car last. I should have put some gas in it. I should have checked it. That's my fault. But she didn't say anything about that. So then she comes home, and I've been out all day, and I've been watching both our children. We got 2 children under the age of 1. We got newborn, and we got a 1-year-old. My 1-year-old, she just gets into everything. She, we call her Debo. We be like, Debo coming, because she constantly just gets into everything. But I'm like, I'm doing everything. Everybody that ate, I did everything I was supposed to do. I haven't really just laid down and rested. I've been working overtime at my job, all week, no off days, stuff like that, right? So I'm laying on the couch. I'm about to go to sleep. She sees me sleep, and she comes in here with the newborn baby. Like, are you gonna watch her? And I'm like, I'm tired. And then she comes with this, what are you tired of from? I'm like, I've been ripping and running, since, been ripping and running all day, and I've been watching the kids all day. Well, you should not be tired. I'm tired too. And I'm like, but you ain't working 8 hours either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you made some cakes or whatever, and you did this, but at the end of the day, I've been doing a whole lot, and we, if I was able to do it, I would have did it. And the enemy wanted to argue. But the cold thing is, when she went to go get something to eat, when I called her, and she told me, I forgot to tell y'all this, when I called her and she was like pumping gas, and I said, where are you going to eat? She says Del Taco, and then she says this. She says, I'm going to get Del Taco. Is that all right with you? I didn't call her to argue. I didn't say anything disrespectful. I just kind of like hung up. Like, okay, the enemy's trying. It's Christmas, it's the day before Christmas Eve, and he's out here really trying. He's trying to spark an argument. So when she comes home, he goes at it again with this, are you watching the babies? And wants to talk about it the whole night. And how do I know it's spiritual? Because anytime it's spiritual, she wants to block me from calling. So now she wants to block me from calling. She wants to not be, social and touchy-feely or talk or anything. So now she's mad for the whole night. I let it be. Because I knew who I was fighting against, and I didn't want the enemy to fully come up in her. And next thing you know, we arguing on Christmas Eve. Morning comes, I give her a kiss, I go to work. You know what I'm saying? And how did I know that she put me on a block on the phone? Because when I try to call her at work, I was blocked, and I'm trying to pay the phone bill. So that's it. I just want to keep y'all informed on what goes on. I'm out.